Hello and welcome to a war recap of King Geoffrey versus Pigeonism. This was Clan War League Premier Week 3. As you can see, we got the victory, 85-82. Not really planned what I'm going to say in this recap, so we'll just go with it and we'll see what happens. I'm going to talk a little bit about the war first. As you can see, they left two of our Town Hall 11s one-starred. It was a bit of a strange strategy really, because early on they had 6 attacks 10v11 on our Town Hall 11s, and they only got one of them. I think they got Pain with a 2-star, and after that they just kept going for 10v10 3-stars. They ignored the Town Hall 11s completely until they only had 3 Town Hall 10 attacks left, and then with 3 Town Hall 10 attacks left they went for our last 3 Town Hall 11s. As you can see, they failed 2 of those, and that actually forced them to go for a Town Hall 11v Town Hall 11 3-star to have any chance of winning in the end. So I'm not sure what their strategy was there. I don't know why they did that, but it did seem a bit strange. Anyway, we cleared the 11s. We did have to use one of our Town Hall 11 attacks on a Town Hall 11 right at the end. One of them did cause us a bit of a trouble. We only needed a 2-star that to win, so we did that. Lee Boy did that at the end. And the other 3 we did quite well. We 2-starred the other 3 Town Hall 11s with I think 6 attacks, so 2 attacks on each base, so that wasn't too bad, but the last one did cause us some trouble. On top of that, the Town Hall 9 game was very strong this war. I think Town Hall 9s cleared all the 9s very early, and I think we had 12 scouts, so very good performance by the Town Hall 9s. And Town Hall 10v10 3-star game was, pretty good. We got 3 10v10s, which I'm happy with that. If we can do that every war, then we're going to win more wars than we lose in Clan War League Premier. First week, we couldn't do much about J-Off. What did they get? They got 8 10v10 3-stars and an 11v11. Might have even got 2 11v11s against us. So, yeah. But basically, yeah, we did this. We got 3 10v10s. Pigeonism got 1 10v10. They didn't fail any of their dips, and they used 1 Town Hall 11 on an 11. We failed 1 dip and used 1 11 on an 11. So we're going to watch some replays. Let's have a look. We'll look at the first. We'll go with 10v11. We're only going to show 1 10v11, and that's Wk3 on Night Fury. So this attack was, I think this was the second attack on this base. The first attack we'd gone northwest with a kind of a straight up bowler attack, I think we went for. Usually try that first on most bases, go with the bowlers. If that doesn't work, then you have to try something a bit different. So what we did here is, we got the Queen Walk. I think Wk3 Queen Walks all that side, northwest. And then what? And then bowlers straight down the middle, I think. Oh no, sorry. Actually, this was the second Queen Walk on this base. Eod was the first one. He did this Queen Walk, and he Queen Walked all the way across the top of the base. Then what he did, he dropped his jump straight northwest, which made the bowlers went in, and then the bowlers hit both Inferno at once. So we tweaked it, and on the second hit we actually sent the bowlers in north instead. It didn't actually go exactly as planned. As you'll see here, what the plan was here is, once the Queen got close to the top, the next stage of this plan was to drop the Bob King northeast. Now he was supposed to clear that area a little bit and then wall breaker in, and the Queen was supposed to follow in the bowlers. What happens here, as you can see, the King clears there, and Wk3 a little bit late with the wall breakers. They nearly actually died. We knew the little bomb was there and that wasn't going to stop them. And then the Queen goes around the outside, which wasn't the plan. And then the Clan Castle comes out, and the Clan Castle then goes for the healers. But luckily, Clan Castle kept busy on those healers. The poison's slowing it down. All those bowlers, I think there's like 16 bowlers there or something. It was a very nice entry. The idea was really good. Very good entry. Town Hall goes down easily. And I mean, it's 60 something percent, even though the queen went around the outside. Actually, queen going around the outside probably got a bit more percentage. But the idea was that the queen would go in with the healers, with the bowlers. So we were a little bit worried when she went around the outside. But yeah, no problem. We're not going to watch this mini and clean up here. So that's a pretty nice raid by Wooks. Who we're going to watch next? Let's watch the 10v10s. Who we got? I've got to remember where they are now. That's 11, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 11. Here we are, Alex. This was the second. I think this was the second 10v10 of the war. And he's going to use Queen Walk Laloon on Dixie Dust, number 9. It looks, from looking at this, that this base is pretty maxed. Yeah. No, the Wizard Towers. One Wizard Tower is maxed, so it's an almost maxed Town Hall 10. And this again, this I think was a clean-up attack. I do believe Dr. PhD, I think he attacked this one first. And he got something like 97% or something. I can't quite remember. I don't know, but I know it was very close. So this was a clean-up attack, and he did do it very well. It went down to the last second. Actually, while we were watching it, it looked like it had gone a second over time. Hounding Clan Castle, that kind of slowed this attack down. He gets it well. There's the crossbow hitting the queen there. It's a good job she didn't go a bit further in, or the queen would have been hitting her as well. But again, it was a clean-up raid, so down goes the enemy queen. And now he's going to start the lay low. He's got the Inferno, he's got the queen. No, sorry, he didn't get the Inferno, because both the Infernos were up the top. He got the queen, he got Clan Castle, and he got one air defence. And queen's going to stay up the entire raid. And he's got, as you can see, there's a very nice shape to the base now. It's like an L shape. And he's going to go all the way. He's going to go right around there. This hound taking a lot of damage on that last air defence, but it's going to stay up. It's two hounds. So that's why this took so long as well, because, well, that hound popped there, but right until the end there was only one hound popped, and there's not many pops, but he takes the minions. I think on the hit before, the cleanup was a problem. Oh, that's right, there was a Tesla south. So on the hit before, I think it was actually 98%. And there was a Tesla south, which made all the loons at the end go down there. But on the second hit, he dealt with that early. But it was still the last second. As you can see, he's got lots of loons up. He's got one hound still up. So it's a pretty nice attack. Both those Infernos pretty vulnerable though, being quite close to each other on this. So nice raid by Alex. Well done to him. He's been really close in recent wars to a 3-star. But I think that's his first 10v10 3-star of this season. So we got next. We have Credo. I'm going to save that one till last because that is a pretty funny raid. So we'll go with Hulk. And this was the lowest Town Hall 10. And this was the first 3-star of the war. 10v10 3-star, sorry. Again, we had scouted this base with a Town Hall 9, I think, previous to this attempt. But I think we did, this was the first Town Hall 10 attack on this base. So we got it with the first Town Hall 10 attack, which was pretty nice. It was about halfway through the war this, when we started hitting the 10s. You see he's got the wizards and bowlers just flanking down the sides to get those two, getting those two outer air defences, and some cannon, and I think an archer tower as well, or two. Really did get a lot of stuff with the kill squad. There's one Inferno going to go down. So he's got the balloons, that's going to take out all those air targeting defences down at the bottom. And then basically, I mean, he's got so much stuff left here. He's got a baby dragon, he's got balloons that he probably didn't even need to drop. It was a really, really nice attack. I don't remember what the Town Hall 9 scout was, but I think it was just basically scouting the clan castle and scouting for bombs and traps. So a really nice attack by Hulk. And then the third 10v10 was Credo. Now I hit this base with Bitch about an hour before this happened, I think, and I got nowhere near. I got absolutely nowhere near. And Credo, yeah, well, we'll watch this. I mean, a few seconds into the raid, it was, I mean, less than 2 minutes to destroy this base. And yeah, we'll watch this. So he's going with wall breakers and one jump, so he can take a freeze, and that's good. It saves him spells as long as the wall breakers work. So here he goes. He's got his witches, he's got his bowlers, and around now, in go the wall breakers and mortar. So that's that, and basically that's half a minute into the raid, and it's pretty much game over. His wall breakers have failed, and yeah, he can't 3-star this base now. He'd probably get a 2-star. But creative use of the jump gets him in the base. And he's actually got a lot of stuff going around the outside. Because the initial wall breakers didn't work, he's got lots of bowlers and lots of witches going outside that base. And he actually gets in the queen, a few bowlers, and I think a couple of witches actually get in the base in the end. And as you can see, because so much stuff's going around the outside, and he's got the Barb King and he's got the skeletons actually tanking the queen, the queen pretty much takes out the entire inside of the base. And you can see all those bowlers and witches going around the outside. Barb King's still up. Archer Queen is still up. And I think she's still up right at the end of the raid. And I mean, absolutely crazy that this, got a 3-star, because his wall breakers completely failed at the start, and that pretty much looked like that was over. And yeah, it ends up a 3-star. And when this one came up a 3-star, well, this put us in an absolutely brilliant position. Basically, I think we deserved a bit of luck, to be honest, because in the past we haven't really had much luck. Let's be honest. We always seem to get a rough time in these wars. We've had some really, really good scores in the past, and then the opposition just seem to always do better. And yeah, we got a bit of luck this time, and it was nice. Yeah, it was really nice. So what shall we look at? I'll have to be honest, I can't remember many of the Town Hall 9 raids, so I'm usually asleep while the Town Hall 9s attack. So we're going to watch this one by YOLO Fish. I'm going to be honest now, our Town Hall 9s did absolutely amazing, and I have to say, I don't think I've actually watched any of the Town Hall 9 attacks yet. It's just, I'm asleep when the Town Hall 9s attack. These wars for me start at around midnight or just after midnight. So I'm asleep at the start, Town Hall 9s go, get their job done, and then when I wake up, we're either cleaning the last few 9s, and then it's my turn to direct the 10s and 11s and all that. So I don't really have time to look at the town hall 9 attacks, especially this war, because when I woke up, all the 9s were done. Like, what, 7-8 hours into war, all the town hall 9s were down and the 9s had started scouting. And it's always really nice to wake up and the town hall 9s are done, because it's such a headache, especially for me and for the leaders, that when you want to be preparing for Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 10 v10 hits, that's what you should be concentrating on the second half of the war. So when all the 9s are done, it really helps. And I think at this stage, when I woke up as well, 2 out of the 4 Town Hall 11s were also 2-starred. We did struggle a bit with the last one. Well, we struggled a lot with the last one, but yeah, it helps that we had a very good start on 9s and a fairly decent start on the 11s. So that was pretty good. So YOLO Fish with a 3-star there. Air attack. There's a lot of attacks are these days. There's a few different variations though. Dragons, baby dragons, mass loon. What was this one? He had 4 hounds, 22 loons, so it was a very small kill squad. So what else? Who else shall we watch? Mayhem or Mikey? Let's see. Let's go with Khalif Sharif, because he's been doing really well. He's got a very good hit rate. So let's see what he's going to do. He's going to do a old school by the looks of it. Or does he have any hounds? I'm sure he does. So we've got an air attack here and he has no hounds. I assume he's got a hound in the clan castle. No skelly spells. Interesting. How many golems has he got? He's got 3 golems. He's taken out all that side with the wizards. Interesting attack. So it's not an old school attack at all. It's got some bowlers there. I see bowlers in the clan castle. So yeah, he's going to do this one with no hounds. So I guess the idea is to take out all the air defense. Oh yeah, I see now. Yeah, so I didn't see that all the air defense were on the same side. For some reason I thought 2 of the air defense were the other side. So he takes out the queen, he takes out the king, takes out pretty much half the base with the 3 golems. He's left basically the only thing that's going to hurt his loons are those wizard towers, but that's pretty much all that's left. So very nice attack. I'm sorry if you can hear my phone, because my phone keeps... I keep getting messages. So Khalif Sharif with the 3-star here. So that's what, 18-19 minutes? I think that'll do. Can have a look at the stats again. See what was what, see who did well. Town Hall 9s, like I say, did absolutely amazing. We'll have a look actually. There were how many Town Hall 10s? So everything that was below 14, sorry, everything above 15 was a Town Hall 10 or 11. So you can see 3 stars, we had 25 to their 24, 5 bases, 2-starred, nothing 1-starred. So let's have a look. There's the Town Hall 11s. JR, he missed with his first. It was our first Town Hall 11 attack of the war actually. We missed with that, which is always a bad thing, because it sort of puts you on the back foot from the start. Lee Boy, he didn't get a 3-star with his second, but that was against Town Hall 11. He was actually going for the 2-star. So let's have a look down at the Town Hall 9s. Let's see how many scouts we actually had. So we had Rayan hit 2 Town Hall 10s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. 12 scouts. So that's pretty damn good. If we could do that every single war, I would be absolutely ecstatic. Let's look at the enemy. They had a few problems with the... I mean, you can see their Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11 v10 stats is really, really strong. And that kept them in this war pretty much till the end. It wasn't over till like the last few attacks, to be honest. Then number 2, yeah, he went for the 11v11 and failed. He had to 3-star, so I've got a few of them not in clan. Where have they gone? Tiger and Wolf. Mariana Trench. Well, these guys got some sister clans. Mariana Trench. Oh, so these guys are sister clans with Mariana Trench then. Didn't know that. Did not know that. Probably says in the clan description. No? Oh, okay. Yeah, so war stats, pretty happy. Very, very pleased with our performance. So well done, King Geoffrey. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say, to be honest. Hopefully I'll be making a video next week. I only make videos if we win, because let's be honest, after a loss, it's pretty depressing. So yeah, no videos for losses. I hope that was okay. I hope that was okay for Pigeonism as well. I didn't show too many replays, don't like showing too many bases of the opposition, so kept it just a few. The 10v10s, obviously, they're going to change those bases anyway, so yeah. So thank you for the war, Pigeonism, and good luck to you guys. I hope you do very well in the future, and I hope we do very well in the future again. And until we meet again, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.